Maleficent, Mistress of Evil is the latest live-action fairy tale fantasy from Disney and the sequel to 2014's Maleficent, based on Walt Disney's 1959 classic Sleeping Beauty. The film returns Angelina Jolie back to the powerhouse title role and once again stars Elle Fanning as Princess Aurora. Michelle Pfeiffer headlines a brand new roster of supporting cast as the antagonistic Queen Ingrid. While the inhabitants of the Moors and the human kingdoms have found peacetime for the last 5 years, the engagement of Princess Aurora and Prince Philip reignites decades-old flames, as Queen Ingrid uses the matrimony as an excuse to once again divide the realms, leading to an all-out war between fairies and humans. Maleficent and Aurora find themselves on opposite sides of the firing line, once again putting tension on their relationship. As a fan of the first Maleficent and a lover of Walt's Sleeping Beauty, I was incredibly excited to jump back into this world for another adventure. Just like the first, Mistress of Evil is a visually gorgeous film. This time with a little added flair from director Joachim Rønning in the same vein as his work on Pirates of the Caribbean 5. In fact, this is quite possibly one of the most stunning features in the entire live-action reboot franchise so far, with beautifully vibrant imagery at almost every step of the way. Narratively, the film is great as well. It tells such a wonderful story with themes such as love, acceptance, empathy, equality, and family at its heart in true Disney fashion. It's a film with a clear and meaningful message, but told in a way that doesn't come off as incredibly overt or preachy. Disney have pumped out quite a few movies with these themes recently, which I have felt have all failed at their task, namely A Wrinkle in Time, whose themes and messages couldn't have been more on the nose. Mistress of Evil again doesn't preach. It's not filled with blatant inspirational quotes, but instead takes its time to slowly unravel, revealing its true message as the film grows and comes to a climax in clear moments of clarity. Messages are shown, not told, which I find truly admirable about the movie. The film's roster of characters are all wonderful. There's just so many of them, but each and every one does have a place, and surprisingly a well-fleshed arc or through line. Maleficent and Aurora see fantastic character growth and show brand new sides and elements, while every other character around them likewise grows and finds a moment to shine, something that many movies with such a large ensemble fail to juggle so beautifully. That said, Mistress of Evil does have a lot to juggle. It's a movie that has plenty going on at all times, and while well executed, does find itself a little muddled from time to time. It is easy to follow, but also easy to get lost in the numerous plot threads and the overall spectacle. Though at just around 2 hours, the movie doesn't feel too long nor too short. It's just about the perfect length to tell its story, get its job done, and wrap it all up nicely, with possible hints towards future installments, which I would fully welcome. What I loved is that this movie feels a lot freer than the first. While the first did take liberties, it didn't stray all too far from its original source material. Mistress of Evil moves in welcome new directions, with bigger, grander elaborations on stories and characters in a perfectly organic way that flows beautifully. Tonally, it's also quite a lot lighter than the first, though it isn't afraid to dip into darkness. I'm still trying to figure out in my own head whether I like this more than the first or not though. It's surely a grander spectacle and a movie with an even bigger heart, but I do love that original dearly. I think it will take at least one more viewing to deliver the final verdict on that one for me. No, I wouldn't put it towards the pinnacle of Disney remakes or reboots or whatever you want to call them. For me personally, this is probably a mid-tier effort and absolutely by far a better film than Alice Through the Looking Glass, the other sequel that forms the modern roster of this reboot franchise. If you love the first, I think you will love this, and if you are someone like me who just wanted so much more from Wrinkle in Time or even Nutcracker and the Four Realms, I think you'll find yourself incredibly pleased with this one. This is a visually gorgeous film with a great story, wonderful, fully formed characters, and an amazing message for everyone. Please take the kids to see this one because I think it's going to be incredibly beneficial for them. For me, I will be giving Maleficent, Mistress of Evil a 3 out of 5. And at that, it's over to you guys. Are you excited to see Maleficent, Mistress of Evil, or are you not excited to see it? Have you seen it, and what did you think? Fire away in the comments below and let me know your thoughts. If this is your first time viewing one of my videos and you'd like to see more like it in the future, then please don't forget to hit that big old subscribe button up on your screen, as well as that like button down below for that little extra support. Also, don't forget to check me out on social media, and please consider supporting me over on Patreon. Thanks for watching and have a fantastic day.